Sometimes it looks like a layer, working layer, because she may lay a couple of eggs in the frame as well. But typically, if she's laid them, they're in the bottom. It's just there might be 2 in there because she just hasn't gotten to the rhythm yet. And then she'll get to where she does 1, 1, 1.
So they take a larvae out of a regular cell and pop it into the queen cell?
That's the question. That's a good question.
It hasn't been proven yet.
It hasn't been proven, but most
in
of the time,
theory, though, we think.
most of the time, the common understanding now is that they build a queen cell around an egg. Around an egg. If they're superseding, they'll build a queen cell around a group of eggs. That's the prevailing question. However, there's some people that will swear anecdotally that they actually move an egg. Lonnie, what's your?
I agree that right now that they're building it around the egg that's there. But it is fascinating that it could be true that they do move them, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
We're missing a frame.
They built that up full of honey.
They cross-combed it. Remember the whole idea is bee space. And we violated that. We gave them too much space. And when they did, they cross-combed that thing dramatically. So what we're going to do is we're going to chicken out. We're going to start over here. Just going to leave it alone for this go around. So what do you see when you look in there? What does it tell you?
That the honey flow's going on?
A lot of food. They got their look how much nectar's in here. And it's brand new comb. It takes about 8 pounds of honey to produce 1 pound of wax. So if you look in here, this whole thing has been built out like crazy.
So until I see a bunch of bees coming in with a lot of pollen on them, I should keep feeding them, right?
Well, yeah, that's one way to do it.
Or am I spoiling them and making them be lazy?
No, you're not spoiling them. Bees aren't. They will absolutely quit taking sugar water when they have a better source of nectar. Look at that!
Wow, that's
all
honey.
honey.
This whole thing
it's dripping.
Okay, and if you look at the next one, it's honey, and the next one's honey, and the next one's honey. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this one alone. We're going to pop this one off and go down one level because these girls put no honey. They are putting honey up and putting honey away. And this is look at this all the way down. How many can you smell it? Can you smell the honey?
They smell it too.
They do too. Exactly. So we want to be judicious and get this done in a hurry because it can
Get them
stimulate
excitable.
some robbing if we're not careful.
Is there a laying worker calling you? We're trying to make a queen.
This is going to be heavy. So go ahead. We're going to lift it off and we'll put it down here on
Wow.
Look at this. See, we left some comb. Again, we violated bee space, and this is the price we pay.
Maximum age of that queen is 10 days.
See how frenetic the bees are getting? Those are the carded. So we can smoke them a little bit. Yeah, probably can smoke them a little bit. Got the smoke oil on Jack. Just go ahead. Put a hot. Here you go. Get it. Okay. Let's move quickly here. Let's pop a frame. See if we can find any brood.
So how often do you get stung on your hands here?
Not real often. They're usually pretty good unless you squeeze them. If you squeeze them, they'll sting you.
So it's not every week that you get zapped, huh?
More honey. And look at the neck. Uh-oh. Wow. What do you see in this one? Oh, that's a beetle. See them all out there in the lower right-hand corner? Those beetle traps we had, we're going to put them right in here. So don't let us forget to do that. And this is on split it, but you're going to put beetle traps in yours because there are beetles all in this house. Okay. Good frame. Look at that. See that pattern? Fill it in because they need the space for nectar and honey. Okay. See small beetles. decent frame. There's no sign of eggs. No queens, so we're going to come over to your next one. Get your box open, ready to go. Wow, very light. Look in here. See the larva down here on this end? Look in here.
David, you can't stand in front of that.
Eggs.
You're going to get
Right there,
stung.
you see the eggs? To the bottom of that, right there to the left of that center
You can
frame.
go up
You see eggs in there?
that way, but don't stand too close to that one because he just had that open.
This will go.
I can maybe see the back side. We can see the beam.
There's some queen cells, queen cups. Cells, yeah, but they are cups. Just look in there and see if there's any sign of it. If they were queen cups, then we'd try to find the queen and move around. That'd be indicative, make it feel like it had a swarm. It's like what? Give an extra brood to a box like that. All eyes on deck. Anybody on that side see the queen?
Is she marked or no?
I don't think she would be. We haven't been in here very often. I just don't fool with marking them very often. A lot of queen cups in here are
There is.
no sign. Up here at the top, look up, make sure there's not running around the top there. Any sign of anybody? No. Okay. This one back from here. Okay. Where are those? There's the cases. I gotta get some beetle juice. I want to put.
You got one going up your shirt.
What's that? Beetle or a bee?
You need some oil in these things?
Yeah. I've got some out in my truck.
Oh, you got your beetle traps there?
Oh, I do.
Do that here as well, but just make sure that everything is as it should be.
Now listen to a guy talking about these Swiffer sheets. He was talking about these Swiffer sheets and why they work in some colonies and not others. It depends on how hygienic your bees are. You got real
Susan, do you
hygienic
find
bees,
it hard to lift those
they'll tear
tin
the
This one's
frame?
empty.
to make them more fuzzy. They catch
There's nothing in that.
When it's full, do you have hard time lifting them? Yeah.
I can throw. It depends on if I can get at the right angle, if I can stand right in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're heavy.
I just I'm
Incidentally,
using Swiffer sheet. The
when we
only
get through with this, I want to show you. There's something on TV, and one guy does nothing but
carry towels,
5
whatever they're
frame.
called.
He had like
But yeah, I've found some
205
colonies
frame,
with pack full of beetles. Sometimes
Oh, cool.
the
and
bees aren't
you
even touching
want
the
to
towel.
let them look at that.
Okay.
You got 7 in there?
Yeah.
These are super ones. They had really wide comb go. Yes, this stuff is nice to spin out to the sofa. Easy to cut. But we spun at bee school. We
How
spun
many
about
how many
25
bees
by
do you put in this?
About 11
About
of them.
300 or a half cup.
October too, so part of it.
So a half cup of bees is 300
We did
bees?
when that was
In theory,
Wow.
I spun
and it says they call it an alcohol wash, but I have witch hazel and it drowns them just the same.
I get my wife's family. I get a big family. Right now I have 6 gallons in my garage.
Cool.
That's hot.
Step to the right about 2 feet.
Watch
That's your right.
Step to the right.
Watch all these coming.
Maybe go.
Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit more. Maybe turn
We're
around
just
in a
watching the bees
circle.
behind you.
Look at
Just say,
this
grab
fucking
one of the
home.
bees.
Yes, there is. They're so intelligent, but they don't know how to.
Well, you know why? You know why they're after me, Matt?
Because you guys shaved. You shaved.
No, I did 3 extractions.
If
Oh, that
somebody
could
big
be
and
the other thing.
strong
He's got your
wants
box.
to lift this and set it aside for me,
Here, right over there.
That's perfect.
thank you.
I can put these
Look at
out
that
there
honey in
and
there.
they'll all come around it.
Yeah, big family.
I know.
Sir.
It's amazing.
With that? Well, I looked at this right quick.
But this was treated, so I can't use that honey.
By the way, DC, there was 23. I did that one when we met here at the yard. There was 23 honeycombs. I bet your girls in that.
Is this Queen Mark?
But not where, okay, not where the
I do not remember. I believe she is.
So what do you do? Knock them down into this and then scoop them up?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you want a half a cup.
Okay, cool.
And you want to get it out of the brood chamber.
Okay.
Your samples, your bee samples.
Oh yeah, because mine's 10.
How do you test them for trach mites?
You want to test for trachea mites.
Huh?
And there haven't been cases of trachea mites in a long time. That was a bad problem several years ago. But
Check that here.
it hasn't been a problem for quite a while.
I quit using
That
those.
frame's a little bit movable.
Yeah.
And are you gonna shake from the brood frame?
Yeah, if I could get this hair, I'd get it out. Yeah,
Why are you shaking from brood frame, DC?
Yes.
But versus why? Why a brood frame?
Because your Varroa mites are attracted to the brood holes.
Okay.
I'm taking this stick out to try to get them to draw the comb right up to the top of the frame. As long as that sticks there, they won't. Give me you got 3 here? Yep. Go ahead.
I know. I was thinking. DC's just like,
What's the matter?
Things he'll put his, we're talking about how long it takes for you to decide to put gloves on.
I've had one so far today. I squished her. She got me in the back of my finger.
Yeah. You must have a sensitivity.
It's not the actual sting, it's the, I know what's going to be there for
Yeah.
You don't see the
This is
cream in
annoying.
here.
Yes. and
Seems like she was in the middle
Or you can't bend your finger.
last
Yeah.
time.
In the middle box.
Yeah. Yes.
If you don't see her in here.
Got some drone cell in there.
We should probably shake it.
There goes a lot of liquid in there.
Look real close in here for your queen.
the fact that they're trying to get out of there, she's probably not in there.
Make sure she's not on this frame.
That's why we're taking such good care.
This is really strange. They're all over my hand.
There, dump that in. We'll get some more. Just dump them in. You can get another cup. You need another half a cup or so. Okay.
Okay, she's not in there. That's not enough.
Probably not. Put your lid on so it don't come out.
I hope that they don't all of a sudden, all at once, say,
You want me to hold it for you? Since I got gloves on.
oh, thank you.
Susie, I've never seen you without gloves on.
It's just a honey frame.
So it's killing those bees, right?
It is.
You got a smoker handy.
Did you hear this, babe? There's 300 bees to a half a cup
Really?
of bees, yeah. Isn't it awesome?
Should be.
Ooh, they're getting
If
excited.
you read the book, they say count them and find out. I have not counted them. I'm not going to do that.
Well, you can count them after they come out. I mean, after they're dead.
It's like a never-ending supply of stuff.
I was looking for it.
I discovered if I
Where's
had
the
to
jar
light
go?
the smoker upside down, I can usually light it first try.
Good shake. Keep the vacuum. Sure doesn't run all over the top of the queen. Make sure the holes are over the middle.
I recently discovered lighting it upside down, give them a few puffs, and the lights pretty quick the first try.
So that's what you use that board for. I've been using it on the top of mine because I don't have a super.
Well, I use it for ventilation usually, but if I'm feeding, I'll use it for that. Yeah, now we throw,
Over the back.
now we throw stuff back.
Your back
This
is
is not but about half
They're
of
following him.
its
Maybe they think you're.
I was standing for their
Yesterday's
entrance. They're all
count.
flipped up on them. Your whole back is covered in bees.
Well, it's, you know.
Yeah, they were flying around. I wouldn't worry about it then. I see a bee leg. I see one mite in the bee leg.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of closed one in when it got closed in the.
Yeah.
No, that might
Yeah,
be
so you can see the squish right here on the side.
Yeah, that's
Can
not
I just
300.
dump this out?
No, actually, I'll reuse it.
Okay.
Because. Okay, we're good. Did I finally
You're happy
decide-
with that, aren't you, Susan?
I'm very happy about it. Very happy because of what we learned at the bee school and the last meeting of how quickly a hive can be destroyed by those.
Yes.
So
So what did you do to treat oxalic acid?
DC's going to come out next week and do that for me. Yes.
Oh,
with
okay.
that.
I was confused. I thought you had a higher mite count last time, and now you have less.
The hive that I have at the house.
Oh, okay.
He came out a couple of days ago and looked at it, and it was a higher count. I can't believe I did that, and they were all over my hands, and they didn't get stung, and it
Praise
didn't
the
freak
Lord.
me out.
The bottom board, the side boards are 19 and a half wide long, okay?
Okay.
So I use, and then it depends on how big you build your bottom board, how many inches do you put onto it for your landing board.
Okay.
Most of mine are 22 inches long, okay? So that means I try to make these from outside to outside at least 19 inches wide.
Okay.
Now DC doesn't do landing boards on his. He doesn't believe in them. See his boxes there?
Uh-huh.
There's no landing boards. That's just what he does them. I like to build landing boards.
Okay.
So his are a little bit narrower
Okay.
because of that.
Okay.
It's just, again,
What you prefer.
just what you prefer, huh? So this one,
But I like these because you can actually set them down in there, right?
what do you mean?
What?
Oh, the bottom board like this, you mean? No, they're up on top as well. But what it does is it just gives your bees a little bit of a landing board to land.
Okay.
on. Some people prefer it. Matt, what do you prefer?
What's that?
What is that
Landing
on the
board or no
side
landing
there?
board?
What is this
I've
crawling?
been using the store about one side landing board.
Oh, it's ants.
I actually like to watch
better.
stuff on